Uh, Yo, welcome to episode 2, week 2 of the J.I. Fest. Yours truly, Junior. How you doing today? Right now it's 12:42 a.m. and we're going to talk about different topics today. What happened last week, starting off with President Trump catching COVID-19. And we're going to talk about what's going on in New York City. Then we're going to talk about what's going on in sports. First of all, I need to make a consumer alert right now. If anyone lives in New York City or lives in the tri-state area, I want y'all to listen to me very carefully. I want y'all to be utterly careful of going to mom and pop stores in the Bronx and purchasing cell phones or giving people your information because I find out that people is hacking to people's cell phones to get the information. So may as a consumer be real careful when y'all go to the Bronx or anywhere when you give your information out buying your cell phone. So let's talk about what happened last week. An interesting day in today politics. Since the debate was garbage, and watching two grandpas arguing about nothing. 2 days later, President Trump decided he wanted to catch COVID-19 because he didn't wear a mask as usual. His inner circle didn't wear a mask as usual. Some of the Congress people now tested for COVID-19. They wore a mask as usual. So, but they quickly went up in here and get the Supreme Court nomination up, but they don't want to up in here and give a stimulus package towards the American people. And I feel like right now is what's more important right now to put somebody in the court or try to put money in America's hands? What's more important to me? What's more important to y'all about that? Because I know everybody is broke right now, and I know everybody's trying to get their business back in order. But I'm seeing, I'm seeing that right now that the government really don't even care about what's going on with American people. So now we need to figure out how to polish the government, how to get in their face. So one of my buddies talking about stop spending money in mega corporation and start building and start spending money in you know in a small business when you start doing that. But at the same time, I'm getting upset right now that we right now is not focusing on the stimulus. What's going on with the stimulus money right now because a lot of people are broke right now. And I'm seeing a lot of small businesses, especially small business restaurants, going out of businesses. We're seeing a lot of people right now struggling trying to put food on the table, but we care about Supreme Court nomination. This is how America treats other Americans. It's terrible. So I'm gonna ask y'all a question. Should John Trump do a second term or comment on my chapter and give me questions about what should we do with the government because right now I don't know what should we do right now. Only I need to know right now that we need to put money back in American pockets so we get the economy back in order. That's the one that we need. In other news, I live in anybody that lives in New York City or lives in New Jersey, can y'all please wear your mask? Please wear your mask. Please wear your mask because they're gonna start fining people $1,000 now. And I just find out on Facebook, everybody keep doing these COVID-19 parties. You really need to be careful because Facebook is going to start putting like a COVID-19 tag on your profile of you doing a party, and they're going to start enforcing and start calling the proper authorities on y'all about that. So be very careful how y'all post things on Facebook. Okay. Now, off. Let's talk about sports. Baseball season had wind down now. We have the Yankees, the Devil Rays, Padres and the Dodgers. And I forgot what team we got in, but I'm gonna root for the Padres to go to the World Series because they are doing an excellent job this year. I had never seen they hitting back to back home runs to come back to beat the St. Louis Cardinals. So they're playing the Dodgers on Monday, including the Yankees playing the Devil Rays on Monday. So that's going to be a good series between the Devil Rays and the Yankees and the Padres and the Dodgers. So, and then let's talk about what's going on in football. All right. Now, first of all, I'm a Patriots fan. My team is the New England Patriots. I'm still is a Tom Brady fan, but Cam Newton is my quarterback for the New England Patriots, so he's my quarterback, including my team. I respect Cam Newton when he was at Carolina. I respect Cam Newton. He was at Auburn because he's come from my favorite conference, the FCC. In the FCC conference, I'm a Gator, and I cannot stand Alabama. So that's to let know towards everyone. He was tested positive for COVID-19. That made me roll my eyes. It made me think about now the NFL was going good until this stuff happened. I know it's not Cam Newton's fault, and I'm not blaming him. But my situation is that now, if I was the NFL, they really do need to take a week off, 1 week off to um to test everyone, to double check and make sure that it's not going to happen again. And Howard Long made a good point on Fox NFL that we might need to do a playoff bubble, and they do because right now what's going on in the NFL and what's going on in college football, we might need to do a bubble. Oh yeah, let me have a conversation with y'all. I need to ask y'all this question, and this needs to be ugly, need to be answered. It's towards college kids. And listen to me real carefully. Why in the hell y'all stepping here and doing these COVID-19 parties? And I know you're going to a football game the next day. You have to wear a mask. And then you're going to do the football game and do another COVID-19 party. And I know now we got an incident happened in SMU that the police department had to disperse a big crowd of people at the end zone during in the first half because they were not wearing no mask and they were not social distancing. So my whole situation is why in the fuck that I'm sitting here had to keep and telling these college kids to stop doing stupid things. And I know you want to leave home, you want to do whatever you want to do, it's fine, everything. But COVID-19 don't care. You have a name, your skin tone, or whatever. But y'all stepping here and want to do these two ass parties. Stop it. It's uncalled for. It's dumb and stupid. And and the other thing is it's very disrespectful that you're going to end up passing it to the wrong person. They're going to end up filing charge on you for giving them something that you shouldn't be giving. But enough about that. Let's talk about today highlights today in the NFL. Let's talk about them cowgirls, those cowbells, them cowhoes, those little house on the prairies, that last house on the left. This is the second time y'all trail and try to come back in a football game, and y'all lost to Cleveland. Throughout all teams, Cleveland. Not Cincinnati, not those embarrassing Giants, not them powerbomb Chargers, but Cleveland. And already told one of my buddies about Dak Prescott and Zeke Ertz. I'm about to come down and Dallas and take them off that team. I'm still upset because Dak Prescott is still having that contract yet. But you're going to sign Andy Dalton, and he's backing up Dak. So let me ask this question, Dre Jones. When are you going to tell McCarthy to take Dak Prescott out and put Andy Dalton in the game? When that going to happen? Because I'm waiting for that time to happen. I really is because once that time to happen, it tells me about your intentions that you do not want African American quarterback as a starting quarterback. Because I've noticed about this all the time with black quarterbacks that play for Dallas Cowboys, they don't survive. And Dak Prescott is one of the best quarterbacks. It came out SEC conference at Mississippi State. And y'all still been here, don't even utilize him, get him a line, or get him nothing. But y'all want him to scramble around and try to get a first down or try to make a play. And then you got Zeke Harrison that's up here only running for about like 8 or 9 yards a game. That's a problem. And y'all still losing? That's a problem. So right now, at the NFC East standings, the Eagles is 1-2-1, Washington's 1-3, Giants is 0-4, and the Cowgirls is 1-3. Y'all gonna make Stephen A. Smith from First Take smiling. I will be watching it first thing in the morning. And I don't want Marcus Spears to say something about this. I really do. Because my whole situation is that I can't stomach the fact that every time I watch a Cowboy game, they find some type of way to lose a game or find some type of way to sit up in here and make an accident waiting to happen. I hope Steve A. Smith decided to wear that cowboy hat and have that some accident waiting to happen. Cause I will be prepared to see him doing that. Prepared. So after that, football season is over, and now my team don't play until Monday night. The Patriots and the Kansas City Chiefs, and I think Hoyer is going to be starting quarterback, not Settinger. They're going to have a Monday night game between the Falcons and the Packers. On that game might be coming on the same time as the Patriots game. The Patriots will be playing on CBS. Then now we're talking about basketball, the NBA Finals, Game 3. Miami won tonight, so it's now 2-1. I hope Miami win Tuesday night, so it'll be even serious. So we get actually watch some more basketball because I'm getting sick and tired of watching referees cheat for the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm getting sick and tired of that every time. That's why I get upset. That's why I get upset about every time about the Los Angeles Lakers. They went through the whole Western Conference by the referees. So I sit there and watch how referee cheat for them throughout the whole series. I have no respect for basketball players that whine and cry and bitch and moan every time over the stupidest calls. I don't have no respect for that. So right now, I feel like right now we need to make it to the series until a dog come back. Then we see what happens. Because if Miami wins this NBA Finals, I won't be in shock. I won't be shocked. But LeBron James will. So now, relationships. I need to bring this up today because today something told me to bring this up to conversation about relationships. It's concerning about people meet other people on social media or people meet somebody on social media they site. I want to express my sympathy and express my thoughts to this. Y'all need to learn to ask questions before you bring somebody over to your crib. You need to ask questions before y'all meet these people because people be giving you propaganda, false information about themselves on the way they advertise themselves, and then when you meet them in person, it's be a whole different ball game, whole different level. Like you got something here, you got to like fix your face, fix your brain, and be doing this. Like let me see how this person really is. And I want people to understand very carefully. Meeting somebody on social media sites is very complicated because you don't get that dating process or get to know that person like that. They want to like just fuck and smoke and call it a day. And I feel that right now that people need to at least get to know people or actually date someone. If you want to hook up, that's a belief talk. If you want to get to know somebody, do a 3 month. I hate bringing Jones from girlfriends, but do a 3 month rule before you want to drop your drawers. Especially men, y'all need to actually do a 3 month rule before y'all want to have sex with anyone. I don't care if it's a female, male, whatever, because y'all don't know how people act, and I find out the hard way when you date people. You guys see their personality like the next 2 weeks or the next month, and they sit up in here have to be very, very, very careful so you won't hurt their feelings. And I've been telling people over and over again. That's why I've been telling this all the time. Be very careful where your dick sticks in. Be very careful that you don't want to bring these kids. No, here's my question. Skip all this. Let me say this to y'all. If y'all want to sit up in here and have sex with that woman, and I know she's gonna bring a child in the world that you got to deal with her mentality and scared, wear a condom. But I'm trying to tell these women out here, I had a conversation about this with my friend. The real reason why y'all have a miscarriage because God don't want you to have that child by that man. Because God not gonna give you that bird. And I'm trying to tell men it's the reason why God be telling y'all to wear a condom. Because God like this, God will know that you are not prepared, you are not ready to raise that child. And you're gonna step in here, bring a child into the world, then you're gonna step in here and come to boy light on once in blue moon. No, that ain't gonna happen. So I want y'all to understand that before y'all step in here take the ass. But if y'all need to ask me questions about relationships, let me know. I can answer for y'all. But my whole situation is that it's hard out here to date somebody. It's very hard, especially when you got to sit up in here and have to go to CIA, FBI on person right now. So right now, I got things to do tomorrow. So it's 1 a.m. and I talk to y'all tomorrow. This is like my little test run on my show. You're gonna see me coming on Sundays after every end of the week. We're talking about what's going on with the political, sports, local local state issues, everything. If y'all need anything done, y'all need anything from me, just hit me up on my sites. Um, Instagram is Junior Emerson, and my Twitter is Mr. King Junior too. So y'all have a good and wonderful day. This is